What's happening, everybody? Jeff Lightsy Jr. here with the Black Boss Channel. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because we upload just about every single day. Now, the All-Star captains chose their teams. LeBron James, Kevin Durant chose their actual All-Star teams the other day in picking, Team LeBron and Team Kevin Durant ahead of Sunday night's NBA All-Star game. And what was interesting was that the NBA's best team, record-wise, is the Utah Jazz, and their two All-Stars were the last two guys picked by either team, right? Like Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert. Shout out to Don, Louisville's very own, University of Louisville, that is. They were the last two picks by LeBron James and Kevin Durant. And to me, that shows you, and a lot of people's like, oh, it's so disrespectful and the slander and all of this stuff. Even the TNT crew called those guys out. Like, man, they have the best record in the NBA. You guys picked them last. LeBron James came out and said, I need some size, right? Rudy Gobert, 7'12", right? He's the biggest dude on the in the All-Star game. He's the biggest dude, and he picks Sabonis, who's like 6'8", right? So that was like hilarious. And LeBron gave his explanation basically saying nobody plays with the Jazz. Don't nobody care about the Jazz, even when they had Karl Malone and John Stockton. So he took a shot at the old school players. Like, man, nobody even played with them back when they had two Hall of Famers. And here's the thing. Here is what that told me about the Utah Jazz. LeBron James, Kevin Durant, picking those two guys dead last, right? It tells me that nobody is scared of the Jazz. Maybe I already knew this, but that reaffirmed to me even the players, even the best players on the best teams, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Brooklyn, the Lakers, they're not afraid of the Jazz at all. The Jazz do not keep the Lakers up at night. Like when the Lakers see the Jazz on, even though the Lakers are playing like garbage right now and they're like the fourth seed in the West, even with that, and Utah having the best record in the NBA, they are not scared of them. And it proved it last night because their two biggest stars were picked last in the All-Star game. Kevin Durant, the same way. He knows as long as he got James Harden, Kyrie Irving, there's nothing the Utah Jazz can do with him. Even if the Jazz make it to the finals, but I guarantee you he doesn't believe the Jazz will make it to the finals. He would pick the Lakers over the Jazz. He would pick the Clippers over the Jazz. He would probably pick someone else over the Jazz. The Phoenix Suns with Chris Paul and Devin Booker over the Jazz. Because guess what? Those stars got picked over the Jazz's stars. So they're not afraid of the Jazz. They're not worried about the Jazz. The Jazz do not keep them up at night. And the Jazz, they don't see as a real title contender. The title contenders, Brooklyn Lakers, LeBron, KD, those are title contenders. When they see Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell, Utah Jazz, they don't see them as title contenders. And it proved it again. I already knew this. I've been knowing this. I would never pick the Jazz over the Lakers or the Clippers and maybe not even the Phoenix Suns in a 7-game series. I would not. I just wouldn't for a long time. But I don't know what the players are thinking, right? Like I don't know what LeBron, I can assume what I think LeBron James is thinking, what I think Kevin Durant's thinking, but they actually told me what they were thinking when they picked Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell last. The only question is, can Rudy and Donovan prove them wrong? Once again, I'm Jeff Lightsy Jr. with the Black Boss Channel. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at JLightsy7. I post content on there all the time. I'll see you.